Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? All right, Tyler, can you hear me? All right, just trying to make sure that you guys can actually hear me out there. So if somebody can reply on a comment, a few technical difficulties here, this wonderful iOS update. So, okay, well, I'm assuming that you guys can hear me. So just what I wanted to talk about today, apparently our speaker was unable to attend, so I pulled together real quick, just talking about time management, really being stressed in the industry, and what we can do and how we as realtors and most anybody in a profession can make time to get the tasks done that we need to get done. Apologize for the lighting, guys. It's pretty gloomy here in Asheville today, so doing the best I can. So one of the things I know that I've struggled with for a really long time is being able to get everything done in that short segmented period of time that we need to get stuff done in as real estate brokers and other professionals in the industry. So what I've really worked on over the past year or so is making sure that I set expectations for myself every single day of what I need to get done and the time that it needs to be done in. And essentially creating a routine every single morning. I have a set routine now that I get up, and between the hours of 5:30 and 6:30, that's my time to do my workout. Just if it's a day that I need to relax and just chill and just kind of collect my thoughts for the day, then that's what I do. But that's me time. And then I have the time where I'm getting ready, and then I have the time where, and all this whole point, I've not picked up technology yet because I've specifically blocked out periods of time in the day to be able to address certain things, i.e. emails. Once I get to that time block in my schedule in the morning I'm looking at here, I will address all my emails first thing. And then once I've got that done and kind of another grasp on the day, we move to what's next in the day, what's next on our timeline for that day. Do I have client appointments? Do I have some prep time? And I schedule certain things throughout the week so that I make sure that I do them every single week. Not only so that I make sure that I'm doing the best job for my clients, but I'm doing the best job for myself as well, not to get exhausted or completely ran down and stressed out. And I found that my stress levels went down quite a bit by just being able to time block my day and my week. Every afternoon there's a block that's for preparation for the next day. So at the close of my day, before I'm done with the evening, I know exactly what's on my agenda to do tomorrow, make sure stuff's put in and ready to go. That way when I wake up in the morning, I don't already wake up with this kind of tightness in my chest of like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen today? Now, let's be real. In our profession, we all know that something's going to fly out of left field and we're going to have to deal with it. But we really have to be conscious about those things flying out of left field and really are they something we immediately need to jump on? Something I learned over the past few years is the fact of, you get that urgent voicemail, sometimes if you just let it set for a minute, it's going to resolve itself. People are going to calm down their emotions and not going to take as much time of your time away from other clients that you need, prospecting, making sure that you're keeping your residual business moving forward, because we all know that we get in this ebb and flow of this industry, and we get really excited because we got 4 or 5 deals under contract, and we're just working those, and the next thing you know, oh great, we got paychecks, but now we've got nothing in the works for the next 2 to 3 weeks. And by taking that time every single day, or 3 days a week, or 4 days a week, whatever's convenient for you and what you feel is best for your business, and just dedicating an hour to prospecting, to reaching out to past clients, to keeping your sphere moving forward. And you do that, you're going to find that the business is going to come back more. You're going to feel more relaxed, less stressed. You're going to have a whole lot more business, because you're finding stuff that you normally wouldn't do. And I time block everything during the day. I mean, I've really got the time where I have lunch times, and I really try to schedule to have those lunches with people so that they're productive. Then at the end of the day, you've got time for your own, I call it an hour of power. This is where I'm, working my business. Then there's the time that you want to set aside for your business. I mean, because we get so entrenched in doing the business that to truly grow our business, there are certain things that we need to do, whether that's reading a business book, whether that's working on your financials, whether that's getting stuff to your accountant. If you've got a set time that I call CEO time every week, that helps me keep my business again moving forward, to help reduce this massive pendulum switch that we know is true in our industry. I mean, it's just kind of indicative of how it's been, and we fall into those traps. And if we learn to set routines and stick to those routines, and stick to the time blocks, I think that you'll really find that you will, your stress levels will go down, and that you're getting a whole lot more done in a very short period of time, so your quality of life goes up. So, I mean, if you guys have got questions, feel free to shoot them in the comments. I'll be happy to address those. But I really just kind of wanted to talk about, what it means to time block. It means that, when you set that hour out there and you commit to that, you've got to commit to it. And if it's prospecting during this hour, that's what you're doing. You put your phone on do not disturb, so those texts don't come in, the calls don't come in, and you do your outbound calls. You do your calling and what you need to do, or you focus on your emails. You don't have the squirrel that pulls you away from that. And you can leave some squirrel time in the day if you want. And as I think that you become more productive, you're going to realize that that's going to be less and less. You've got to work on booking those appointments, and you've got time slots A, B, and C. Clients will respect you more when you say, hey, yes, I'd love to come speak with you about listing your home. Would Monday at 4 work, or Friday at 2 work for you? Give them those options. Don't leave it open. Set the precedent. But you're in the show, you're the professional, and kind of a sense of that, they're lucky to have you coming to them and doing that. So time blocking is key, I have found over the past year or so as I've been working towards it myself, and by no means am I as proficient as I want to be in it. It's an ever-evolving thing, and you're going to learn that you got to move certain things around, and then you've got a conference that comes in, or a family dinner, and but the more conscious and top of mind we can be about a regular routine and scheduling these things in and just making them a part of our everyday. Studies show that essentially it takes 12 weeks to create a new habit or new pattern. So don't expect this to fall into place in a week or 2 weeks. It's really going to take some time, and take it in chunks. I started out with my morning routines and just kind of my pre-12 time blocking and working through that. And then as I got more on that, I'm working on the afternoons now. And it's still a work in progress. But I'll tell you that I've seen a huge increase in not only my stress level being reduced, but my efficiency and my clients responding. So, this just kind of wanted to throw that out there and give you guys something to think about and chew on about implementing into your own business. That'll help you be a more successful real estate broker and a more successful business. And I mean, especially for those of us that are on here that volunteer. My volunteer time is blocked in. The meetings that we've got, this is what I've got. And I know, hey, if I've got an all-day thing here that normally I've got 3 other blocks in, I've got to figure out where I'm going to do those, because I'm not just going to neglect them. I have to pop those into some other places in the week or squeeze them in between. So, a lot of times you see us, we run back to our rooms at conferences and stuff like that. It's because we're trying to get those things done so that we keep a continuous and steady business. And therefore, if we do that and make a conscious effort, if there's a day that we don't, then it's not going to be as catastrophic as it is when we don't prospect for weeks on end, or you don't get something done just because you're tied up with something else that's sucking all of your energy. And the next thing you know, our business is hurting, our clients are hurting. So it's kind of one of those. It's a twofold street. One, it helps us with our clients and client relationships, and two, it helps you have a personal and work-life balance by time management. I think that's the key. There's only 24 hours in a day. And of that 24 hours, we really need to get 8 hours of sleep. Then we got to eat. So it doesn't leave a lot of time out there to really waste. And I know that looking back in the first few, that's one of those things. So anybody got questions, shoot those in the comments. I'll be happy to answer those. Otherwise, it's really kind of what I had on time management for us, and blocking your way to success, essentially time blocking your way to success. All right, guys, I don't see any of those comments coming in or questions. So thanks for watching, and I hope everybody has an awesome day. Take care.